Giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. This is Proverbs 25, verse 16. Hast thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomited. All right, so here's an analogy using honey. All right, but this honey is compared to the truth, this knowledge that we have of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and that's given in several examples written in these scriptures. All right, and we're going to get to them precepts in just a minute, but what it's saying here is that you have to be wise even in receiving this truth. You have to know when is enough, all right, for you at that particular moment in time, all right, because there's levels to this truth. And this is what this scripture is saying. Have you found honey, which is this truth? All right. Now let's look here, Isaiah 7 and 14. It says, therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. All right. And that word virgin goes back to the Hebrew Ayalama, because this was in reference, this was prophesying about Mary, Yahweh's mother. All right. But of course, she didn't give birth, being a woman who never had sex. She gave birth as a young maid. All right. And that's what this word virgin goes back to in the Hebrew Ayalama. All right, so it says, behold, a virgin shall conceive. To conceive means to take on seed. All right, literally breaks down to with seed. All right, spirits don't have seeds. She conceived of Joseph's seed. All right, it says, and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. All right, so when you look at virgin, all right, so you see the Hebrew word there, ayalama. All right. Now Esau with his Yiddish, he'll pronounce it Alma, but it's Ayalama, from the root word etymology, Ilam, all right, which means what? Virgin, young woman. And this is what it actually means, a young woman. 1A of marriageable age, 1B, maid or newly married. That's exactly what Mary was at the time she conceived. She was a maid and she was newly married. So she was both. Well, once you become married, you're no longer a maid, but she was newly married. So, you know, just to straighten that out. So I want to go back here to the word conceive, right? Shall conceive, which is Strong's number H2029, and that's hara. Hara. Looks like, okay. Then it just says pregnant. So what I want to do is go to that root word, hara. All right, so H2029, hara, outline of biblical usage. Definition 1 says to conceive, become pregnant, bear, be with child, be conceived, progenitor. 1A to conceive, become pregnant. 1B to be conceived. 1C, to conceive, contrive, devise. All right, so that's pretty much all they give you here. But in actuality, when a woman conceives, she takes on a man's seed. All right, that's how she becomes impregnated. All right, so we'll go back, get back to the lesson. So, all right, and Emmanuel in the Hebrew, because it says, and shall call his name Emmanuel, and in the Hebrew, that's Amnawa Allah, all right, which Lord with us, or God with us. Amnawa Allah, all right, our power is with us. That's title of Yahushai, Amnawa Allah. But here in verse 15, and this is the point, it says, butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good. All right. Now, there's no literal honey that you're going to eat that's going to make you righteous, because what it's talking about is giving a man a righteous mindset. All right. Or giving a man a righteous mindset, not allowing him to be reprobate. He can choose the good and refuse the evil because he's making proper judgment. We know literal honey won't do that. It's talking about a spiritual honey, all right? It's talking about an what's an allegory, if you will, for another type of honey. Now that honey is the truth. And we see the same thing in Ezekiel. Also in Revelation, we'll start at the top. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 1. It says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. The roll that's being referred to right here are the scriptures. All right. They was presented to Ezekiel in a scroll, also known as a roll of a book. Verse 2 says, so I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. You see there? This truth. All right. There's a sweetness that comes with this truth. All right. But because it is the truth, it is balanced. It can't just be all sweet. There has to also be bitterness there with the sweet. All right. Because truth has to be balanced. That's what makes it the most powerful thing in the universe under the Most High, not women. Women are not balanced. You cannot have power outside of balance. All right. And you show me a woman that's balanced, and I'll show you the end of the world, because this world is done. All right. Not to say that it ain't women that are trying to be right and get themselves right. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying a woman that's completely balanced. All right. Who can ignore her emotions and deal with facts and logic as it is presented. And I have to agree with Solomon. I haven't found not one. All right. Women's emotions them itself throws them out of balance. All right. But yes, the truth is it has to be a balance to the truth. And that's what gives it its power. That's what gives us our power. All right. is that we're going to walk in this truth perfectly in the kingdom. We're going to walk perfectly in the laws, statutes, commandments, and the judgments of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and no one will be able to touch us because we'll be in truth, in perfect harmony and balance with all things, as the Most High meant it to be. All right, so there's a sweetness to this truth. Yes, all things were created for us, the Israelites. We're going to have the women of our choosing, all right, till our heart's content, all right, children, joy of our children. All this is sweet, all right. We're going to be the ruling class nation in this universe. That's sweet, all right. But the bitterness is right now. We have to walk through this straight gate. And the straight gate is the bitter gate. But it's necessary, and no one will get to the kingdom any other way. You must go through that bitterness, that straight gate. All right. So that's what Ezekiel said. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly, the belly of your mind, all right, the bowels of your mind, and fill thy bowels, all right. He wasn't actually eating a roll or a book. He was digesting the knowledge, the information that was given to him contained in the scriptures. He was soaking it up. Ezekiel was soaking it up because the Lord gave him a measure for him to understand. And that measure was eat the whole scroll. All right. Now, the Most High can give it to you all at once. But in these last days, all right, he gives it to us piecemeal. We have to come up on levels. All right. So I don't care how hard you try, you're not going to exceed your level until the Lord is ready for you to exceed your level and go to the next level. And that usually comes with the mastery of your current level. You master the current level, not when you feel like you done mastered it, when the Lord says you're ready. And he will advance you. Okay? There's no self-promotion in the truth. There's no self-promotion. It said, cause thy belly to eat and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. You see? Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel and speak my words unto them. Why? So that they can receive the gift of faith, which is actually, what we do when we preach. And someone that comes up and believes our preaching and the gospel of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, what's done in that moment is they receive faith, because faith cometh by hearing. And what that is, or what that does is like a seed being planted in the fertile grounds of their mind, all right, which will have to be nurtured, nourished, and watered, all right. How? With a constant diet of these scriptures. Now, Revelation gives you that balance. Is that is that 19? I want to say Revelation 19. I could be wrong on that. No, you know what? That's 10. It's Revelation 10. It's Salakia. Okay, yep, verse 9. Revelation chapter 10, verse 9. It says, And I went unto the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. See, now it went from a roll to a little book. Why? What's the difference? Because we had to have the writings now of the apostles, including Apostle Paul, from Peter and the 12. All right, then you got Paul, Barnabas, and others. We had to get those accounts and recordings of Yahushua and what he taught, because that what was prophesied for to come in the Old Testament. So now, after the epistles were written, there had to be a record given containing the Tanakh, as well as what we know today as the New Testament. It had to be given to us. So this is why it says, and this is why another account had to be written, Revelation 10 and 9. And I went unto the angel, and said unto him, give me the little book, the Bible. It says, and he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter. Is that what Ezekiel? Well, no, Ezekiel said it was sweet as honey, but now it's saying, uh, and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And that's this book. It's a bitter book. You go back to Ezekiel, it's bittersweet. It's a bittersweet book. All right? Because you go back to Ezekiel and you look at the second chapter, and it says, Ezekiel 2 and 9, and when I looked, behold, and hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was written therein. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without. And there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe. All right? And what is that? Lamentations is weeping, crying. Mourning is you having you mourn when well, it's not a good time when you mourn. You're sad, you're upset, distraught. And woe is danger, destruction. And that's what this book is about. So he said it was in his belly, bitter, all right? But as sweetness, oh, I don't have it, damn it. But, in the mouth, it was a sweetness, it was as honey for sweetness in his mouth. So, meaning, all right, when you eat something, it hits your mouth first, all right? So, when you first get this truth, it's all beautiful. You're a Hebrew Israelite, chosen people of the Most High. You're the best people. You come from the best people on the face of the earth. You come from gods and goddesses. As a matter of fact, so are you a god. All this stuff sounds sweet. 7 women gonna take hold of one man. Sweet. Oh, I have to die in this world? Or I have to kill that old man? I have to crucify the flesh? Oh shit. Oh, I can't be going out like I used to. I got to discipline my behavior. All of this stuff can bring about bitterness, you know. But the main thing, because some people ain't got no issue with that. Because I wasn't out in the streets anyway much, so that don't bother me. I'm perfectly fine at home, perfectly. I love my own company. But however, this thing comes with demons, and this is why you have to learn to pace yourself. Because by you trying to hurry yourself through the ranks, you could be met with some powerful opposition, demonic opposition, all right? Uh, wickedness in high places. All right, what's that? 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. That you're not ready for. and it can bug you out, or just discourage you from this truth. All right, you going out partying and parlaying, and you meet a chick, and you think she the one, and then next thing you know, she done became an idol unto you. She's taking the place of you worshiping and serving Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. She done got your nose wide open, and you got the truth on the back burner now. See, bitterness. And it seems fun, but when that judgment come down for that shit, bitterness. And like I say, it only seems fun. But anyway, just examples, man. This is sweet, but really the bitterness is we still in this flesh, and the kingdom hasn't come yet. So that's bitter. Yeah, you God, but you under the basis of men. That's bitter. I'm a God, but I got to serve this low life. This fucking low life. It's bitter. I can't split a mo head wide open. I can't get at these wicked people, and it becomes bitter because you know what's right, yet you can't fully do what's right. And that's just one aspect of the bitterness. All right. Remember, you got to discipline yourself in this word. Walk in your conversation must be in this word. All right. This world ain't gonna just let you have the lane. They're not. The world not gonna let you drive the lane and get you a dunk. One of them Shaquille dunks where you just tear the rim down. No, they ain't finna do that. You gonna get hacked, fouled, kicked. They don't try to take your legs from under you. Try to bust your head on the goddamn court. You know? You see? Bitterness. It's sweet in your mouth. Oh, it tastes good going down, but once it settles, and you know what you need to do, then you start doing it, you know what that bitterness is. All right? So back to yeah, that's good. Back to Proverbs. So again, well, you know what? You know what? Yeah, I'll read it one more time. Proverbs 25:16. Hast thou found honey? All right. Have you found this truth? This truth is honey. Money honey. You know? This truth is riches, untold, valued far above rubies, pearls, emeralds, all of those things. But this is the honey, this truth, this knowledge that I'm kicking to you. This is that honey. Have you found it? It says, eat so much as is sufficient for thee. All right? Stay in your lane. Don't try to go above your pay grade in this thing. All right? So it's demons with every level, every advancement, every every growth growth spur that you have. Satan ain't gonna just again, they not here to let you drive the lane. He is Satan for a reason. Satan, going back to the Hebrew, shaitan, meaning adversary. He has to be an adversary to all of those seeking the righteousness of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And he's good at what he does. He's done it for millennia. You're not going to outsmart him unless you remain in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Yeah, you can outsmart a demon in Yahweh Shai, but trying to go on your own power, You trying to force things, you get caught up, you get in trouble. So it says, eat so much as is sufficient for thee. All right. Lest thou be filled therewith and vomit it. And what is that? What does that look like when you vomit it? It looks like you going back to the world. All right. It looks like you threw the truth up. You threw it back, you threw it away. All right. So you ingest it and digest it. That means you took it in and you're using it. Your body is using it, right? You're using this truth. But if you vomit it, it's no longer there in your body for your use. So what does that mean? You didn't gave that back. You gave up this truth. You threw it up. You said to hell with this. All right. Now, First Corinthians, the third chapter, it explains who gives the increase. All right. Or eat so much as is sufficient for thee. All right. I'm gonna go here. First Corinthians 3:5. Who then is Paul, and who is Apollos, but ministers by whom ye believed, even as the Lord gave to every man. I have planted, Apollos watered, but Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai gave the increase. All right. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai gives you the increase. You just eat what is sufficient for thee. And don't worry about trying to get deep, go beyond, you know, trying to make a name for yourself in this truth. Just eat what is sufficient for thee. All right. If it's the milk, you stay with the milk till your bones get sturdy enough. You can stand. All right. Once you stand, Lord give you the increase. Learn how to walk. All right. You learn how to walk. Lord give you the increase. Start jogging. All right. But wait ye on the Lord. Wait ye on the Lord. The Most High has given us plenty of examples in this truth, the short time that I've been in this truth, of men who ate beyond what was sufficient for them. All right. Trying to be named and mentioned and seen among the apostles when the scripture tells us to make not ourselves equal to great men. No, you see a great man, he's great in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Your first mind should be, let me get under this man and serve this man. But you have guys who want to be on that level with men that have far out, paced us. As far as experience, tenure in this truth, and just overall knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in this truth. You got to take baby steps, or the steps that the Most High give you. Some men might shoot up. All right. But a lot of the majority of us, the scriptures say, we shall go from glory to glory. And it also mentions in I want to say in Galatians that we also gonna go from faith to faith. All right. So it's steps. There are steps to this. All right. Lest thou be filled therewith, you get sick of it. You get full of something, you literally get sick of it. People eat till they get miserable on Thanksgiving and different holidays. Eat till they get miserable. And then what? Sometimes they have to vomit. But yeah, this is why you pace yourself in this truth before you be filled therewith. Man, I'm sick of doing this shit. And next thing you know, you earling all over the place. It might look like messed up, you know, wrong breakdowns. Because before a lot of niggas fall out, they start changing the doctrine. Start doing shit different. Start wearing baseball caps, bringing guns. And nobody, you didn't see nobody do that. Nobody did that. You know, not saying if a man packed a gun, you didn't know about it. Not saying they did or didn't, but if they wasn't showcasing it, I know that. So because I know my lawyer used to have his shit, but he wasn't. He packed his in wisdom. He had kept his shit in his bag. You know, but yeah, shit. It's the way. Well, the example has been set. All right. Why not follow the path of success? All right. The apostles are winning. Why would you change? Well, just do what they do. They winning. Just do what they do. If you want to win, that's what Esau. Smart thing about Esau. He'll find the winners, the particular field he wants to master, and he gonna find a master in that field, and he might come up under that master, or he might just, pattern himself in the things that guy had done to be successful. All right. It's called a pattern of success. The apostles gave us a pattern of success. All right. And those of us who follow the apostles know that pattern came with many trials and tribulations, much bitterness. All right. But the sweet shall be returned. All right. The sweet shall be returned. And it ain't gonna just be in our mind. It's gonna be uh, brought to fruition, and we're gonna taste of it. All right. We're gonna taste of it. I had one more. I was gonna look at see if that was in Galatians 1. It could be. And it could be. It's no big deal, but that's it. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, I should have known. So I was thinking about it. So it's Romans chapter 1, verse 17. It says, "For therein is the righteousness of the Most High revealed." You see, for therein is the righteousness of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai revealed from faith to faith. Little by little, it's going to be revealed to you all at once. All right, in these last days, we're not Yahweh Shai's, and you know, but the righteousness of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. All right. And so yeah, that's it, man. Like it's it's a race, right? But it's not given to the fastest or to the swift. It's given to the strongest, those who are capable of enduring. All right. And so just keep that in mind. All right. Take your time, eat the scroll as the Most High gives it to you, and extract everything you can extract out of it. then you find the Most High increasing you. It don't have to take a lifetime, to be increased. It's just up to your diligence and the spirit that the Most High put in you. All right. So with that, I pray that you was edified. And to the next one, Shalom.